My experience with the Overtime concert series has been nothing but a success. You know, it's one of my places where I started my whole grind on this music journey. You know, it's been a home, you know, to the growth of my music career. You know, it's definitely it played a big part of what I do. MajorStage.com has definitely played a big part of what I do. You know, it's been an outlet to get you know, in touch with a lot of people out there, in touch with my crowd. So that's pretty much it. To get my career going in the right direction, it's just been a lot of groundwork, a lot of footwork, a lot of putting in a lot of 24/7 grind. That's pretty much what it is, a 24/7 grind. I got out there, met Jimi Kendrix, you know, and one of these showcases, like a Get Your Buzz Up in the Overtime. You know, he's been a part of that, so I've seen him around in a lot of other venues, and I just stayed grounded. And once I built with him, once we got to sit down and, you know, build brains and, you know, connect thoughts, it was nothing but a positive thing. You know, he see where I wanted to go with the music, and I see where he was taking me with the music. So, you know, he's pretty much branded me into an artist now these days. So, you know, that's pretty much where that's at. Pretty much do it yourself, you know. The internet's there for you. That's pretty much where it's at right now, the internet. So you grind and you get a movement behind you, and, you know, you can show and prove, you know, and do it yourself. They got deals where you can do iTunes now. They're working on deals for DJs to do when they spin your record on Serato, you get a check. You know, so that's pretty much where that's at. You know, music is music, man. We're doing it over there. We 8 projects in, you know, started basic. We started small, Leader, the New School Value 1, and Recession Proof. We got that. Did that. That was on my street album I had with Sony. You know, I had a situation with Sony. I was signed to some dudes, but you know, situation didn't work out like we planned on. You know, they got into a little situation. Things froze on the label, so things didn't go according to plan. And, you know, I went back to the drawing board, sat back, we wrote a movie script. I had sat back with a movie script on things, and started working on pretty much doing that, you know, groundwork. Started putting my own stuff on iTunes, you know, started putting my stuff everywhere. Wherever I could get an outlet at, that's what I was trying to be, you know, wherever the show was at, whether it was state, Atlanta, South Carolina, you know, LA, wherever it was at, I needed to be, you know, Miami, wherever it was at, I needed to, you know, show and prove. That's what we do. Follow My Lead is the new project we got out right now, you know, and that's pretty much the best work I got up to par these days. You know, that's new, it's fresh, it's the new me, it's the growth of Chipz the General, you know. Jimmy sat back, helped me with that. We got big production on that with your little beats. Shit, you know, worked with my in-house producers, and, you know, we put together this Follow My Lead. And this is a 60-day grind, you know. I'm beat like a motherfucker, but this is the grind, you know. I'm fresh out of the studio right now, just came from a session, you know, doing what I gotta do. 5 interviews, you know. Yesterday was the Source, yesterday was studios, yesterday was the show. So it's like every day is a grind. This Follow My Lead is the 60-day campaign, you know. Pretty much that's gonna break in the album. You know, the album is set, you know, got production from The Business, production from Jimi Kendrix, Music Maestro, you know, Rock Wilder, and we did some stuff with No ID. So it's, you know, the album's gonna be well-rounded, and pretty much me. So the 60-day campaign of the Follow My Lead project we got out right now, hosted by DJ Bedtime, is gonna be, you know, start of something epic. I did ad for Def Jam University back in the day, and I was sporting their clothes. I did some stuff for Sterling Dean. I did a Yankee ad in 2008 for the All-Star game. You know, I was pretty much one of the faces to promote the All-Star game in the city, 2008. And you know, I sat back with a few people, and they see me modeling, you know. and they seen the face. They thought, said, a kid got swag, kid could be something, And I ran into Dave, at Coogee, and he pretty much gave me my first break, with this clothing endorsement deals. He seen something. He saw, I don't know what he saw in me, but he saw a golden era, he saw a gold star, he saw something platinum, and took a liking to me, and he took care of me, started blessing me with clothes for shows, and I started everywhere I started going. It was, hey, Coogee down, hey, Coogee down, hey, wear some Coogee, bring it back. We did endorsement deals with Crown Holder. Shout out to Trev. And got endorsement deals with Fubu, Keith, Drunken Monkey. We up there, Fashion Hurt. So it's like we got a lot of companies that just see me grinding and took a liking to my grind and said, we want to help. And that's pretty much how that happened. But big shout out to Dave, Coogee, Shah, Coogee. They pretty much been holding me down. Got my first break promoting a show for Pleasure P and Bobby Valentino. They was doing a show at Beeman College. Excuse me. They was doing a show at Kingsbridge. That's my neck of the woods. That's where I'm from. And I was doing promo on the show. And when I seen that, I was just like, oh, how y'all pretty much gonna come to my neck of the woods and do something? And I'm trying to do something, So what I did was got on my grind. Jumped on the computer, found out who was doing the promotion, whose show that was. I got in contact with that person, said, yo, I'm trying to do something, this is what I'm doing, this is my music, that's my neck of the woods. I promote the show for y'all, and we can make something happen. Dude gave me a chance, he said, promote the show, gave me a stack of flyers, said, if you can bring some people, I got you. What I did, go give some people, yo, we perform at Lehman College, Bobby Valentino, Pressure P. And he gave me the backstage, gave me the passes, gave my whole family the passes, everybody that was with us, the Money Under Pressure movement. And after that, that just led to one thing to another. It led to me just pretty much finding out who's in charge of the shows and getting in contact with them. No payola, no nothing, just respect, Then I ran into Justice. He was doing the concert at Pace University for Jim Jones, the hip hop show with Funk Master Flex. That was Jim Jones, Ron Browse, Serrani. And I got in contact with the promoter, my man Justice. He held me down, gave me a shot. And once I linked with Justice, he pretty much got me everything else, like shows with the Locks. He do a lot of promotion for the Locks, so I opened up a lot of shows for the Locks. Then Trey Songz and Fabulous, that was a show in PA that I could never forget, 6,000 women. It was life, They brought them out, and we turned Harrisburg Complex up, man. And, the shows, that's just been me on the ground, just getting in contact with who is in charge of what and who's doing what, and emailing or making phone calls and sending them what I gotta send them, and they hit me back and say, yo, we like what you're doing. We're gonna hold you down. So this is pretty much the grind is what got me the shows with, Rick Ross, everybody, You see me around state to state. I just was out in LA doing something for Trey Songz. We just opened up for All-Star Weekend, so we've been around. You see what I'm doing. I'm stay humble and hungry, you know what I'm saying? That's what got me where I'm at. I'm one of the most hungriest but humblest dudes you'll ever meet, you know what I'm saying? And, just stay hungry, humble, and on that grind, and everything else will prevail, So it's your dude, Chipz the General. Big shout out to Twin, Overtime, MajorStage. We're here, man, Money Under Pressure. Shout out to Coogee, 3783, Media Group. We're here, man. Follow my lead.